Okay. Ignore the color. But every once in a while,
It's a nice color.
it is a nice color. I used to have Makita. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. That was before Milwaukee. And I just like the battery warranty of Milwaukee. That's honestly how it started. And somehow I didn't even know it, but I like red. All right, I've got the weirdest thing that I've put in my cart that Jen's accidentally bought me. And if you guys don't play that game, it's awesome.
Don't leave things in the Amazon
cart. Put things
cart
in
if
your
you
Amazon
don't
cart
actually
that
want
you're
them.
not sure you want to buy, and then see if your partner just buys them. All right, have you ever had this situation? No, you haven't, right? Not many of you have done this, but I have. So I did this little hack for my route out, right? We sell these router things, and anytime you want to put a massive battery in this and have the router bit really far down, right? I would have to reach in here, okay? So that's what I did this for. And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be cool if I could get a battery extension, right? So now, I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to show you exactly what it is so you have an idea. This is an aftermarket. And what it was is I was talking to somebody actually over at Alpha Engineering, and Integral Truck, by the way. Integral Truck Alpha Engineering giveaway for the truck brackets.
For the F-150s?
For the F-150s. That's still live. I'll make sure there is a little thing at the end of the video. Watch that video and you can win that. The two winners is I got this. It's an extension, and it's an M18 extension. Don't ask me why it's got all of these colors that aren't Milwaukee. I mean, we've got DeWalt, we have Makita, but they make it for a bunch of different platforms. And I thought, you know, when they were talking about the blower, and DeWalt has the power brick so that you can run their circular saw, their miter saw off of 110. Now, theirs are 60 volts, and there's honestly a nominal way of doing that. But obviously, we got AC versus DC. But this, I was talking to him, and I said, all we have to do, if you already have the mold, right, is get all 4 terminals. But this one doesn't have all 4 terminals. This one has 2 at the battery end and 4 at the tool end. It's interesting. But right away, I have not had a problem with it clicking in. Okay, another cool thing that I found out is that this tool has a safety. So watch this. I'm going to take this back off. Okay. And I'm doing this upside down, so forgive me. I'm going to put the tool on. Nothing is touching where the bit is, right? I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to plug a battery in. Pretty cool, right? Milwaukee doesn't want you to rip your hands up. So thank you, Milwaukee. All right, I'm going to take it back off.
Can't use their tools if you ain't got no fingers.
Right, exactly. We're going to put the adapter on, okay? Now, the adapter constantly sits in a weird spot, but because the way it comes out, and when I go inside, you'll see that. But I'm going to put this in here, and here's the thing. It's actually better because I really want to be able to turn this off without reaching my hand in, not necessarily turn it on. So if I hook the battery up, you can see light, right? You ready? I think we'll have light here, we'll have light there.
Oh, it may kick
Okay,
on.
but it didn't turn on automatically. So I do have to stick my hands in the hole. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. So now I can route, and when I'm done, I can turn it off that way. So that at least works, okay? So there's a positive. I honestly was, don't get me wrong, sort of hoping that I could turn it on remotely. Now, the air compressor, like I said, we're going to go inside and I'm going to show you that. The air compressor actually works that way. I feel like I don't have to hit the switch as much. But, you know, we'll see. But, like, let's just... I have a pile of tools. Let's just try some stuff, right? Sawzall, no blade. We're going to try to be safe.
I mean, you have 5 of them. So
Okay.
I'm sure you have an extra one we could try it on somewhere.
That was weird. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Maybe it's asking you to put it in rotation differently.
I don't know. I don't think they... You know what? Let's try something. Okay, so I just held my finger on the trigger. I did that same little stutter. I don't know. It's working pretty well. Sawzall, head above your hands, having this on your... I think that could make more sense, honestly. Getting any of the weight off. It's a lot lighter. It's not cordless, I get it, right? We're literally taking a cordless tool and we're putting a cord on it. But in some situations, you're not going to want that weight.
I mean, that 12 amp hour is heavy.
Correct. I doubt it's going to fit on this guy, but I want to sort of try it, and then you guys will know. And obviously, if you're good with wires and stuff, you could probably cut and bring it out the back. So there's not enough room in this one. The battery bottoms out, so it's not going to work on that. But it was like 15.
I don't know. It
It's
wasn't
like $20 on Amazon.
It was like, I have a limit for what you've got in the cart, and if it's over $75, I might ask you, unless it's something I know that we need.
Yeah. So let's go try this on the air compressor real quick, because it's up high, and honestly, I want to keep it out of the way.
I'm short.
But I want to be able to change the battery, and the boxes are in the way. So let's go inside. So let me show you this one. Okay. So we keep the air compressor up here. And this is so that we can...
It's a really pretty color.
Right? Blow out the printers. And the problem is, well, two. One, the power button is all the way up there. And she can't reach this. So here's a battery. Okay, well, it's pretty low, but you get the point, right? So I have this, like, hypothetically, I'll have this plugged in. You can hear it click. So now I can flip the switch. And this battery could be down here. In fact, it even has that belt loop I was showing you. So we could realistically clip this battery to one of these sides, or heck, I could clip it to the clip tech. That would be pretty funny. All right. But when I want to stop this, I can also do that. And I have one more thing in the shop that I want to show you with this. But let's just see, for the giggles. Now, see, this cord, I had to put it in that way, but like a lot of them are going to be that way, where the cord might be in the way, but now this can hang on the side. All right, so you've got your weight here and not here. And it still works. Now, I was worried, especially something about the compressor, that with it only having the two prongs, right? So this is the part that touches to the battery, and this is the part that goes into the tool you're trying to use. And as you can see, all right, those line up for the voltage, but those are the sense and the temperature and all that. So I don't know, but so far it's worked on everything. So let's try this on a few more things.
But hold on, do you want to know what my favorite part about all this is?
What?
One, it matches the cord. Okay, it matches the cord, and two, it's like a dead match for that.
No, we're not. No, up, eyes up. Okay, back to the
You can't tell
shop.
me what to do. You're not my boss. You're not my supervisor.
Look, you have pants on. Oh, you're right, I can't. Okay, well, let's go back to the shop.
All right.
I grabbed her phone. We're back out here. I looked inside. It's $25. $25. Dwetties. What's
I
fun?
would pay $25 not to have to almost die changing the battery on the air compressor.
Exactly. TPDL. I don't know. So they have DeWalt. It's $25. It's on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description, and I'll put a little, buy it here. Here's the thing. I'm not going to say that this is the greatest thing ever. If it had all 4 terminals, it's funny. I just see a little bit of marks from the tool, and I was looking to see if it burns. They've got ones with fuses. Of course, you guys have seen the ones for go-karts. That's why I got Power Wheels. That's why I got a hold of Alpha Engineering, because they do a bunch of cool stuff for power inverters and golf carts and Power Wheels. But it works, okay? It's got a belt clip. It's got different platforms. And I don't know, a leaf blower, for example, okay? This can hook on to your belt loop, which I am obviously not wearing.
Wait, you're supposed to blow leaves with pants on?
That is a good point. That is a good point. I probably wouldn't put this battery on it, but let's say, for example, I had real man pants on and not, fat guy pants. I'm just kidding. Right? I could have that, and I could have this plugged into my leaf blower. And you know what? We're going to turn the camera. We're just going to walk over here. Here, follow me. Just stop looking at that. You're not
It's a nice color. You can't.
right?
I
Leaf
can't
blower.
be excited when cool things
can't.
show up in the shop.
Hey, you know what? Let's try a forge battery, okay?
Oh, I really love your.
Is my
We don't
lighting
talk about
terrible
it
for
doesn't
you?
happen. That too. You're very backlit. You want
Okay.
to swap places
Yeah.
so I can look at that pretty stuff?
What? We're not looking at. No. Okay, so I have it there, and now I'm going to hook this to my pants that definitely shouldn't support this. Okay, actually, this is really light now.
Somebody with tennis elbow. I'm really kind of excited.
I'm going to buy more of these. 25 bucks. I want to get 2 of these together and hook them up to the dual stuff and see if it works with the dual. I think that this means the tool is just going to run until the battery is at a point where it shouldn't. Because I was told by a couple different people, but also people that work at Milwaukee and people that don't work at Milwaukee, that is what these terminals are for. You have one that detects the temperature of the battery. And I know that the chargers look at the temperature of the battery. But honestly,
That's a nice match.
we're not looking at that. That is really cool. And it's $25. And I just showed,
Could have spent more money on dumber stuff.
right, with my disorganization. But say, for example,
I'm gonna say you have a valid reason though.
you know what, I have been busy. Say, for example, you want to put the Milwaukee fan inside of a tent, but you want the battery out of it for whatever reasons. Fire, I don't know. Extension, okay? I can think of a lot of reasons that you wouldn't want the battery always on the tool besides just weight. Easy access to disconnect the battery, easy access to get to the battery. Say, for example, you can get to the switch, but it's been hard to get the battery on and off. I don't know what your reason is, but there have been weird reasons, and it's not $50. So for $25, why not? Clip it into itself, hang it on the wall, and there you go. So check out the link in the description. Also, check out the integral truck here video at the end. You can win that, and you guys have a good one. I have a lot of packing out to do. So I'll see you later.